Okay, are you up for some photo touch-up, some photo restoration and cleanup? This is usually an area of Photoshop that a lot of people are interested in, and I've got a lot of cool techniques and a few cool tricks to show you along the way here. We're going to get started in this exercise with a discussion on removing red eye. And you know, this is really an issue that comes up a lot, especially for what I would call home users. You know, people taking photos of family members in casual situations or maybe weddings or, you know, this sort of thing, birthday parties. And red eye is a big deal. If you don't know, red eye is caused when the camera's flash bounces off the back of the retina and back into the camera lens. And, you know, camera manufacturers have wrestled with this. They've tried creating, I'm sure you've seen this, cameras that have the two flashes, and it's kind of a pain in the neck. Well, I think you're really going to love this red eye removal tool inside Photoshop because it basically gets rid of all that stuff and just makes the process of removing red eye very, very easy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit Shift Tab to get rid of my palettes on the right-hand side. We don't need them. And let's go and grab our sample files. So as always, I'll double click on my gray background. And inside our project files, we have a file called redeye.jpg. Go ahead and grab that fella and open them up. You might want to zoom in just a little bit on our photo here. This is, again, a typical photo, sort of a casual setting. In this case, it's a kitchen countertop. And this little fella has some red eye happening in there, of course. And the whole idea is we want to, of course, get rid of the red eye. So you might want to zoom in super close or, you know, fairly close. And as I say, I think you're really going to like this red eye tool. He's buried inside Photoshop's toolbox. Head over to the toolbox and look for a tool called the Spot Healing Brush tool. This guy right here, he's just below the eyedropper tool. Click and hold on that and you'll get this huge flyout. And of course, there's our red eye tool. Okay, so make sure you grab your red eye tool. Now, you know what's crazy about the red eye tool is it just works. And a lot of people, myself included, don't even really understand how it works. It just works. So check this out. I'm going to start on the left eye here, and all I'm going to do is click in the sort of the center of the eye there, the retina, single click, and that's it. Photoshop does its thing and fills it in there with solid black. And then I'll move over to the other eye over on the right side of the photo, single click. That's it. So if I zoom out, he's perfect. That's all there is to it. That's pretty much it. Now, you know, I will show you a couple of other things, though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to revert back to the last time that we saved. I could head to the File menu and choose Revert, or, of course, just hit F12 on my keyboard, which is what I just did. I'll zoom in on our fella here one more time. And you know, there are some options up on the options bar here. If I get rid of that little tooltip there, we have pupil size and darken amount. You can fiddle with these if you want, but again, right out of the box, the tool seems to work. Single click inside the retina there, or, you know, you can click and drag a box around the retina. Some people do that, but as you can see, it doesn't do as good a job there, does it? I mean, just single clicking was perfect, wasn't it? So it's not really working here for me. Now, you know, another way to get rid of the red eye, and again, this is just so simple and it's kind of crazy, is I could actually click anywhere on the iris as well, and that seems to do just as good a job as clicking right on the pupil there or right on the retina. In fact, I've even experimented with this. I'm going, this is crazy. I can practically click anywhere and the tool is smart enough to know what I'm after. I've even tried clicking on the sort of the whites of the eye and, you know, okay, it didn't work that time, but sometimes it actually does work. There it goes. It worked on the right side of the photo there. So it's kind of bananas. It's one of those tools that just seems to work there. So have lots of fun with that guy. I just reverted one more time just by hitting F12. And again, just a matter of coming in here, single click on each eye. Hopefully the people in your photos have no more than two eyes. And that's all there is to it. Save the image up, and that's how to get rid of red eye in Photoshop.